In recent years, the Netherlands, often referred to as Holland, has emerged as a significant country in the global economy. Despite its modest population, this small European nation has quietly risen to become one of the world's top exporters of goods. Due to its influence on exports, it is controlling China in the tech world. In this video, I will explain how the Dutch economic prowess is keeping China under control. Early rise of the Netherlands. The Netherlands is contributing fairly enough to the global economy. The specific Veldhoven town has a major role in this. Generally, this town doesn't seem very influential, with a population of just over 45,000 people. The town grew from a very small area, having only 500 people living in it. Now it has become a whole community that is working hard and improving everything over time to make things a lot better. In the mid-1200s, a pivotal moment occurred. A dam was constructed along the Rotte River, which gave birth to the village's new identity, Rotterdam. This transformative event, initiated by King William IV of Holland, set the stage for the country's economic development and became one of the reasons for its fame today. The community living in this village grew with time. Their dreams took root along those riverbanks, promising a brighter future. The dam didn't just tame the river, it brought new life to the region and opened up as a complete trading hub for the world. Fast forward to today, and the Netherlands is among the top exporters globally.
Well, let's keep it for myself. A small country, the Netherlands, we thrive by trade. For decades, for centuries, our economy is dependent on trade, on open trade, and that's changing now. So it requires a new perspective and sensible strategy, working together, finding the like-minded countries and parties and companies to build up these capabilities is the right thing to do. So. Yeah.
Quite a feat for a nation with just 19 million people. How did they pull it off? Well, the Dutch have a knack for punching above their weight. Understanding their secrets to success is key to appreciating their influence on the global economic stage. Netherlands influencing Europe. The Netherlands is like the bustling trading heart of Europe.
The size of the country is basically the bigger Sydney area. We are 200 by 300 kilometers. 17 million people. We are now the best performing European economy. We're the most competitive economy in Europe.
It has become a major hub for international trade. Imagine, exports make up a whopping 83% of their economic activity. That's a big deal. With the semiconductor chip technology and its growing demand, the country has stepped up its game, which also alerts the neighboring countries of what is about to come. When we talk about a country's economy, we often break it down into parts. For the Netherlands, the big roles are household consumption, like you and me buying stuff, government spending, investments in things like factories and infrastructure, technology, and international trade. These components work together like a well-oiled machine. You can imagine this nation consistently rubbing shoulders with global export giants like China, the United States, Germany, and Japan. It's a surprising reality that the Netherlands has managed to achieve. This David versus Goliath scenario in the world of trade is a testament to Dutch ingenuity and strategic thinking. The Dutch didn't stumble into their role as export powerhouses. They meticulously crafted their path to success. Pivotal events, such as the construction of the Rotterdam Canal in the 1300s, punctuate their history. How Netherlands is impacting the world. Talking about the current age of global exploration and colonization, the port of Rotterdam emerged as one of the world's largest trading hubs.
Business in Rotterdam is not only unique for the Netherlands, but it's very important for Europe. Rotterdam is the gateway to Europe. Without the port of Rotterdam, no Mercedes in Germany. The iron ore used in the car industry in Germany arrives to the port of Rotterdam.
While other empires were focused on expanding their territorial reach, the Dutch pursued a different strategy. They chose to control specific countries, establish trading posts, exploit resources, and fortify their positions rather than stretching themselves thin. The Netherlands, a parliamentary constitutional monarchy since 1848, continues to excel on the global stage. It consistently ranks high in the press and economic freedom indices, as well as quality of life and happiness metrics. Its highly skilled, tech-savvy, multilingual, and international workforce is a key factor in its success. making it a prime destination for conducting business within Europe. In 2021, the Netherlands boasted an impressive GDP per capita of $63,419, reflecting its economic strength. When it comes to digital prowess, the Netherlands is at the forefront. Statistics Netherlands, CBS, reveals that around 50% of individuals aged 17 to 74 possess above basic overall digital skills, with an even higher percentage among the younger population. The country demonstrates a keen interest in fostering technology talent, with over 50,000 students enrolling in computer science programs in the 2021-2022 academic year. The ICT sector in the Netherlands is vibrant, comprising over 82,000 companies in the fourth quarter of 2020. Remarkably, 1 in 20 individuals in the Dutch workforce in 2021 held employment as an ICT specialist, attesting to the sector's significance. China's trade and relations with the Netherlands are notable in this context. The Netherlands' prowess in information and communication technology, ICT, positions it as a strategic partner for Chinese businesses seeking collaboration and investment opportunities. On the other hand, the Netherlands' exceptional infrastructure, including the expansive port of Rotterdam, Europe's largest, and Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, facilitates trade and commerce. The U.S. International Trade Administration identifies the information and communication technology sector as a prime industry prospect in the Netherlands, further enhancing its appeal to international partners. Despite facing labor shortages, Rotterdam has taken steps to support startups and scale-ups in partnership with academic and technological institutions. Initiatives like IT Campus Rotterdam and the Erasmus Center for Data Analytics create an innovation ecosystem that can attract Chinese tech firms looking to expand their presence in Europe. With extensive motorways, railways, and widespread access to fast broadband internet and 4G networks, the nation offers an ideal gateway for global trade. This aligns with the global shift towards usable sources and presents opportunities for collaboration with China, a nation investing heavily in the latest technologies. A major announcement of controls on IT exports to China. When we talk about international trade and exchange, China is a global economic leader in the business, and this country is also doing business with Holland, Netherlands. They have been importing and exporting technology in every part of the world.
Digital economy is very much part of the strategy, and we are one of the most trade-dependent economies in the world, Malaysia. Because digital technology is very important, and we have in place policies to encourage the use of digital technology.
But recently, they faced a hard time. Recent statements and actions by Dutch policymakers indicate a growing assertiveness concerning China. While the Netherlands has historically been a proponent of open trade and cooperation, concerns about China's economic practices have prompted a change in course. China has urged the Netherlands not to misuse export control measures. This is because there are a number of restrictions imposed by the Dutch government on IT exports which they're not thrilled about. One significant factor contributing to this shift is the perceived economic threat posed by China. As a major player in global trade, the Netherlands is acutely aware of the implications of China's growing economic influence. They are increasingly concerned about unfair competition, intellectual property issues, and market access barriers in their trade relations with China. This change in attitude is particularly noticeable in sectors related to technology and innovation. The Netherlands has joined a growing number of European countries in implementing stricter rules and export controls on certain technologies with potential dual-use applications, citing national security and economic protection as motivations. Rising complications with new exports policies. The division within the European Union regarding China further complicates matters. Some member states favor a more cooperative approach, emphasizing dialogue and engagement with China. In contrast, and several other EU nations are pushing for a more robust and unified stand on issues like human rights, trade practices, and strategic competition with China. And things don't seem to be going on a straight path for both of them. From September 1st, The Netherlands has cinched the belt even tighter on access to deep ultraviolet lithography systems. The deep ultraviolet lithography systems, DUV, are the machines that China needs to produce their own chips for tech advancement. We know that any country with limited tech is not a big threat in the present time. The Netherlands just took a step for which China is feeling the ripple effects. As the US and China already have years of history when it comes to tech battles, it's becoming tough for China to stay competitive with US technology. Now, the chip makers from China are in a mad dash to snatch up crucial equipment before these new export rules kick in.
Chip war over the last decade, China is the player that made the first move by very heavily subsidizing its industry and trying to achieve independence.
Huawei's breakthrough chip shows is that export controls will slow China, but it won't permanently stop China from making advances. And that's okay, because ultimately artificial intelligence is a race between the US and China.
The contemporary influence of imports on the Netherlands. Imports from the Netherlands recently have already blown past the total for the whole of 2022. And who's right in the crosshairs? ASML Holding NV is the one and only producer of those super sophisticated chip-making machines. Under the new rules, ASML, Advanced Semiconductor Materials Lithography, can only ship these high-tech gizmos until the end of this year, and even then, they need a fancy license to do it. This is where it gets really interesting. It shows that the Netherlands has yet to lose its knack for making big waves in world trade. The Dutch still have their fingers in the global trade pie, and their decisions are like pebbles creating ripples in the world economic pond. The nation has complete access to the global trade theater, and it's a great plus for them. But recent times have witnessed a notable shift in the Netherlands' approach towards China. They've become more hawkish, adopting a more assertive and vigilant stance, especially concerning economic matters. This change in attitude reflects a growing concern about China's influence and its impact on global trade. This intra-European discord has far-reaching implications for the EU's policy towards China. The current situation raises a question. Could the Netherlands' assertive approach towards China and its role in the EU signal a broader move to reshape the global economic order? This development is a compelling addition to the Netherlands' role in the world economy. Now, it's clear that the Netherlands' evolving position on China has the potential to impact its own economy and the broader global economic landscape. What to expect next? To summarize this discussion, a few key lessons and takeaways stand out. China has garnered significant attention in recent years for its growing influence on the world economy and its evolving economic policies.
I think this is great. China's rise, China's lifting millions of people out of poverty, China becoming a part of the world economy, China increasingly so being part of a rules-based economic system.
We know that China has rapidly become a leader in emerging technologies such as 5G, artificial intelligence, and electric vehicles. This technological prowess allows Chinese companies to compete globally and disrupt traditional industries. As China's economic importance has grown, the Netherlands has sought to expand trade relations.
China is taking a far more proactive role on the world stage, with its own perspectives on human rights, democracy, free trade, and intellectual property.
Dutch companies have invested in China, and Chinese investments in the Netherlands have increased. This relationship presents opportunities and challenges. Like many other Western nations, the Netherlands aims to balance economic opportunities with concerns about issues such as intellectual property theft, market access restrictions, and human rights, which have been topics of concern in China's economic policies. The Netherlands, with its historical trade prowess and export-oriented economy, navigates its relationship with China while being mindful of maintaining open and fair trade practices. The Netherlands' role in the global economy is rooted in its strategic location and strong infrastructure, making it a relevant and influential player in international trade, as it works alongside its European partners to address the challenges and opportunities posed by China's evolving economic landscape. The Netherlands adapted well and followed an evolving approach towards international trade. It is greatly reshaping the world economy on a larger scale. Now you can see why this nation has so much influence over China as well as on the world economy. If you learned valuable lessons from this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want more information like this, here is another video you would love to see.